Hi everybody, welcome to the second summer session of 2017. This is Eco 2040, the online introduction to macroeconomics. My name is Ash Morgan. I'm going to be the one talking to you through the course. The point of this video is just to familiarize yourself with the setup of the As You Learn site, and just to kind of give you an outline of what's really expected from you and how this course works. First thing is, from the home page, you can see that each topic is separated, and so essentially what you're going to get is a video presentation of a piece of material followed by a quiz on that material. So essentially your task each day, Monday through Thursday, is to come in, view the relevant piece of material, and then take the quiz for that day. And so as you scroll down, you'll see that it's, again, each topic's just separated, and you have a responsibility each day to know what topic you should be reviewing and what quiz or exam you should be taking, because after a series of quizzes and the relevant material, of course, you're going to come across an exam. So that's the setup of the home page, and really, as I'll explain, as you can see here on the right, it's all set up waiting for you. So you should know, again, each day exactly what you should be doing. And if you just go down, then you'll see that a lot of this won't make any sense to you right now, for example, the aggregate expenditures model, but it will do, of course, at the time. And so what you get ultimately, as I'll explain, are 3 midterm exams and a final comprehensive exam. And so over the next 4 to 5 weeks, we'll just be making our way through these pieces of material and taking some quizzes, some exams to accumulate points and to get the final grade. So if I go back to the course outline, then again, you can spend time just looking at this yourself, but just to give you sort of the main details, here's my email address, and so that's obviously the way to get in touch with me with this online course. So send me an email if you've got any questions about the quizzes, exams, or the material itself. Again, you can spend time going through the course description and the course objectives. There are sort of 2 textbooks. The main one is this Principles of Economics, Mankiw. But I also pull from this other macroeconomics text with McConnell, Brew, and Flynn. And however, the bookstore doesn't carry that one. And so if I quickly zip back to As You Learn, when I go down, you'll see, starting here, that for some of the chapters, some of the topics, I actually just, the ones that I tend to use the other textbook, the McConnell one, I've just basically photocopied and uploaded the text, so it's sitting there waiting for you. So when it gets to that point, if again you want to follow along with the textbook but you don't have that McConnell text, then it's just sitting there waiting for you. So that, again, that happens a few of the topics, so you can see them here, that again, I say it's pulled from the McConnell text. Okay, so the bookstore carries the Mankiw text, which is relevant for most of the course, but there's some parts of it that I tend to pull more from this other text. So again, those chapters are sitting waiting for you on the As You Learn site. In terms of the grading information, let's jump to the quizzes. You'll take 14 quizzes. They'll give you a total of 25 points out of 100. So a quarter of your possible points come from quizzes. However, I do drop one. They're all multiple choice style. They'll take you about, I don't know, between 10, 15, 20 minutes. But I'll only pick your best 13. And I do that because something might come up. You might just miss one, or something might happen where you couldn't get around to taking it. And so if that happens, I'll just say we'll drop it, and we'll count the other 13. So I give you the opportunity to miss one. But if you do all 14, then I'll just pick your best 13. So that way I don't have to get into any of opening up quizzes for if you miss them, because I don't want to be doing that. And so this way it's the same for everybody. If you miss a quiz, you'll just drop it. If you start missing more than one, obviously that's going to start cutting into your points, so you really don't want to be doing that. The quizzes are all set up to be the same. So if you go here, just pick any quiz. Quiz 2 is on demand and supply. And you'll see, obviously it's not open yet, but on July the 10th, next Monday, it's sitting waiting for you. You can take the quiz between 8 a.m. that morning or 11:45 p.m. So I'll basically give you the whole day, in case some of you might prefer to take them in the morning, some might prefer to take it in the evening. You have a 2-hour window, which means when you click on the quiz, you have 2 hours to take it. But again, it should only take you 10 or 15 minutes, something like that. And so if I go back, you can see again, all the quizzes are set up, and under upcoming events, you see, again, they're all sitting waiting for you on the relevant day. And again, here's the first exam. So in terms of the exams, click on that. So on a week on Monday, July the 17th, will be your first exam. Again, it'll open at 8 a.m. This one will close at 11:30 p.m. So you have pretty much the whole day. That's all you'll be doing that day. So on the exam day, I don't ask you to read any new material. The exam is what you'd be doing that day. And so, obviously before then, just review what we've done, look over the material, review your quizzes, and then be ready to take the exam. You got an hour and 10 minutes. You have about 40 questions. And so there's a time constraint. So be ready to take the exam just as if it was an exam you're taking in a classroom. Same idea, that's the day you should be taking that exam. If you do miss it, I do let you drop one exam too. So if I go back here, the exams are worth 75%, and you get 3 midterms and a final. And again, so that's 4 exams. I do let you drop one, so count your best 3. So each exam's worth 25 percentage points. What you might find is that you take the first 3 midterm exams, and then by that point you'd have done all the quizzes and the 3 midterms. You'll have a score out of 100. So if you go down here, let's say you get 88. So you look here, 88 is a B plus, and let's say you're happy with a B plus, then you don't actually have to take the final. So the final is actually kind of a safety net. If you think you can take the final and beat one of your midterms, then you give it a go. It's comprehensive, so it's across all the material. But often people take the final and do better than one of their other exams. But again, it might be that you're happy with how you've done to that point, and you choose not to take the final at all. That's totally your decision. And so once you've taken exam 3, I'll then post your score as it stands, and then it's up to you to make that decision if you're happy with that or you want to give the final a go. So that's how the scores are set up. So 75 points for exams, 25 for quizzes. And if I just go down here, some additional information that you get from me anyway, because it's an online class. So I have all the topics laid out. The delivery method is always the same. It's a streamed video, just like this one. The assessment method is always the same. It's a quiz. But I also highlight your learning objectives. And so the first 2 topics are sort of recaps of what you would have done in micro. For example, again, demand and supply, understanding the law of demand, understanding the law of supply, factors that shift demand and supply curves, and the market equilibrium condition. So you would have done that, and this is just a recap before we get here into the third topic, which is our first one in terms of macroeconomics. And so again, in your own time, you can maybe spend some minutes just looking through these and seeing for each topic, just generally what's expected that you pull from those topics. So I'll just skip through those, and you can again look at those. Really, the only other part of this is it's all laid out again here on the As You Learn site. All the dates, etc., are clearly marked. Just in case that's not enough, I also highlight it in the class schedule. So again, this to you is probably July the 6th. This is the first day of class. So after this video, you want to look at the intro. The chapter on limits, alternatives, and choices after this intro, and then take the first exam. And so again, each day, it's just outlining what you should be doing that particular day. Again, Monday to Thursday. That's a firework. It's 4th of July. It's one of your holidays. Anyway, so getting down to the end here, exam 3 is on August the 3rd, and again, that's the point where you can make the decision on the final. So the review and the final exam, you may not be doing that. Again, that's totally your call. Again, just to highlight, so you can't ever say to me that you weren't sure when the quizzes were, because again here are all the dates that are relevant for the quizzes. The only other part of this is because I let you drop an exam and a quiz, I don't do any makeups. Being an online course, that's kind of tricky anyway, and no extra credit. Everyone gets the same chance to get 100 points. It's a course that's set up, I think if you pay it some relevant attention, you'll be just fine. But again, let me know if you got any questions via email. And again, I would just, before you start again right here with the intro, just maybe familiarize yourself a bit with this and just see exactly what's expected of you today and what's expected of you maybe tomorrow, just so you know what's coming up. All right, that's it for this very brief intro video about the course outline. Again, just pay it some relevant attention, and I think you'll be just fine. You got any questions? Send me an email. Okay. All right. Thank you.